Josh had been on dating apps for months, scrolling through endless profiles that all blurred together. He wasn't desperate, just lonely. Then, Lena appeared. Her profile was simple. 3 pictures, all in soft, natural light. She had pale skin, long black hair, and a smile that was perfect, the kind you don't forget. Her messages came fast and warm. She was new in town, she said, looking for someone real. Josh liked that. They started talking every night, texts stretching past midnight, phone calls lulling him to sleep. She always laughed softly before hanging up, a sound that echoed faintly in his dreams. When he finally suggested meeting, Lena agreed without a second thought. "Friday night," she said. "I'll come to you." He gave her his address, something he never did, and she sent back a single smile emoji. The next day he noticed something strange. When he scrolled back through her profile, it was gone, deleted. Josh told himself it was fine. Maybe she just deleted the app. Still, when Friday came, his stomach churned with nerves. Around 8 p.m., a knock echoed through his apartment. He opened the door and froze. Lena was standing there exactly as she looked in her photos. Same black hair, same pale skin. But something about her was wrong. Her face didn't move naturally. Her expressions felt rehearsed, too precise. And that smile, wide, steady, perfectly symmetrical, stayed frozen even when she blinked. "You look just like your pictures," she said softly. Her voice sounded the same but flatter, as if it was a recording. He invited her in, awkwardly offering a drink. She declined, just standing in his living room with her head slightly tilted, holding that same unbroken grin. She rarely blinked, and when she did, her eyes seemed to focus somewhere just behind him. He laughed nervously. "You okay?" Her lips parted slightly and she whispered, "You're smaller than I imagined." As the night went on, Josh tried his best to act normal. They sat on the couch making small talk. He couldn't help but notice she didn't seem to breathe much. Her chest barely moved. When she smiled, her teeth showed just a little too much. Then he saw it. The corners of her mouth twitched upward even when she wasn't smiling, as if her face was stuck halfway between expressions. He glanced at her phone. It was an old model, screen cracked, no case. She kept it face down the entire time, untouched. "Can I ask you something?" he said finally, his voice a little shaky. "Why'd you delete your profile?" Her smile widened, stretching just a bit too far. "You don't need to look for anyone else now." Something in her tone made him shiver. When she turned her head toward him, her eyes didn't move first. Her entire head pivoted like a mannequin, a slow, mechanical turn. Josh forced a laugh. "You're kidding, right?" She just kept smiling. That same, still smile. Later, she asked to use the bathroom. The moment the door clicked shut, Josh let out a breath he didn't realize he'd been holding, trying to shake the tension from his shoulders. But as he reached for his phone to distract himself, a message popped up on the screen. It was from Lena. "Hey, sorry I ghosted," the message read. "I had to delete my account. Still want to meet sometime?" He froze, his blood running cold. He looked toward the hallway. The bathroom door was slightly ajar. The girl, whatever she was, hadn't brought her phone in with her. It was still sitting on his coffee table. A faint, wet sound came from inside the bathroom, like labored, gurgling breathing. Josh's heart thudded against his ribs. His fingers trembled as he slowly texted back. "Where are you right now?" The reply was almost instant. "Home." "Why?" He stood up, his movements slow and silent, and crept toward the bathroom door. It creaked open just enough for him to see her reflection in the mirror. She was standing motionless, facing the glass. Her mouth was wide open now, stretched unnaturally as if someone had sliced the corners with a knife. She wasn't breathing. Then her head twitched violently. Once, twice. In the reflection, her mouth began to close, the image slowly catching up to reality while her actual face didn't move at all. It was like watching a video with a terrible lag. She turned her head slowly, her vacant eyes finding his in the reflection. "Did you see?" she whispered, her voice a dry rasp. Josh stumbled back, slamming the door shut. From inside, something scraped against the tiles, the sound of long nails dragging across porcelain. He grabbed his keys and ran for the front door, his only thought to get out. But when he fumbled with the lock, he saw it was twisted, the metal bent inward, as if someone had melted it from the inside. The apartment lights flickered, casting long, dancing shadows. Behind him, the bathroom door creaked open. She stepped out, her smile wider than ever, her teeth gleaming faintly in the dim, strobing light. Her voice came out wrong now, layered, echoing, as if multiple voices were speaking at once. "You said you wanted something real, Josh." He abandoned the door and lunged for the window, shoving it open and tumbling out into the cold night air, landing hard on the fire escape. When he scrambled to his feet and looked back up, she was standing at the open window, her head tilted, that same eternal fixed smile plastered on her face as she watched him flee. The next day, police found Josh's apartment empty. There were no signs of a struggle, just a single cracked phone on the floor with a message still open on the screen. "You don't need to look for anyone else now." Josh's friends told the police he'd been acting weird for a week before he vanished, talking obsessively about a girl who they insisted didn't exist, showing them pictures on his phone that no one else could ever seem to see. Weeks later, a new user joined the same dating app. The profile name was Lena89. It had only one picture, a dark apartment window reflecting a faint, stretched smile. And if you looked closely enough in the darkness behind that ghostly reflection, you could still see him. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more chills. Stay safe out there.